going live in a minute. Are you alright? We're going live in a minute, just preparing stuff, alright? How are you doing? You got anything going on at the moment? Alright, let me know if you can hear me, okay? Let us know if you... Oh, look at that. Let us know if you can hear me, alright? La 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 la. Yeah, right, hello, interesting insights. I'm just going to see if I can hear myself. I'll be starting very shortly, okay? Just checking myself out. How are you doing? You alright? Hello? Anyone watching? You alright? How you doing? You alright? I think this is go live. Are we live? Hopefully. Hello, viewer. Hello. Are you alright? Hello. Actually, that might be me. Oh, 2 people viewing. You alright? I'm going to be standing. Oh, we're starting now. Alright. Well, let me know. Can you hear me? Let us know. Thank you for the share. Can you hear me? Yeah? Yeah. I'm trying to hear myself on here. Alright, don't go. Oh, it is live. Yeah, it is live. Okay, I get it. You're right. Can you see us? Yeah, hello, you're right. 3 shares, excellent. You're right. Excellent, Mark. Thank you for watching, Mark. Okay, let's get going. Are you ready? Alright, let's get going.
Please welcome to the stage your wartime agony aunt, Madge.
You're right. Hello. You're right. It's me, Madge. Everyone calls me Madge because I am. Anyway, I've got a few relationship problems we're gonna solve for you. Is that all right? A few relationship problems. Is that okay? Cool. Number 1. Sarah asks, "Dear Madge, I recently went on a date with a boy, and he wants to go to first base. What can a girl do?" Sarah, number 1. Only do what feels comfortable. If he tries to touch you underneath the arches where cobblestones they lay, just say no. Now, the women in our street used to have a few old wives' tales. Number 1, don't look at your eggs before they're hatched. Number 2, there's no bother crying over spilled milk. Number 3, is it fit to fix a shaft in the lady cave? Basically, we're anal granted or pegging. Not use the good pegs, that's for my son, that's for me washing up, so alright. Yeah, hopefully it cleared you up. Much like my husband Larry's rash. He said to me the other day, he was like, "Oh, Madge, I don't know how I got the rash, soap, detergent, accidentally rubbing my cock on the poison ivy when we went camping last week." I fair well know where he got the itchy penis from. It's from that dirty slag down the street. Anyway, hello. Anyway, next question is from Mr. P. Greaves, and he says, "Dear Madge, my son recently home from boarding school, pussy, and he's having impure thoughts with girls. What can a concerned father do?" Sincerely, Mr. P. Greaves. Well, number 1, get your son a well-rounded, manly hobby, like coin collecting, stamp collecting, masturbation. If all else fails, here's a little anecdote from the 1940s. Now, our mum used to have this gentleman caller called Uncle Roddy, and they'd have a system where if they were visiting each other, they'd have a special knock where they'd knock each other's back door. And one day, myself, my auntie Janet, my nan, and my brother Dick were home, but the man were out. However, we hear a knock, and us none the wiser to Roddy's like special knocking. We get my younger brother Dick to answer the door. Now imagine his surprise when he opens the door, and it's Uncle Roddy with his flag at full mast, completely nude. Very patriotic was Uncle Roddy. Delivering post, naked. For years after, he was known as the sex pervert postman of Pattingham. That followed him to his grave. It was on his grave. Here lies the sex pervert postman of Pattingham. Anyway, I hope that dissuades your son from being a ne'er-do-well. Alright. This is quite a sad one. Dear Madge, I'm concerned about my son's relationship with next door neighbour's lad. Best, Mr. Coleman. Well, Mr. Coleman, first of all, I say just let them be. They're fine. Let them be. So what if he's gay? Yeah, so what? So what, you know? Let him enjoy it. Let him enjoy a bit of fisting. Let him enjoy out. Let him enjoy it. All right. This reminds me of my husband Larry's brother. And there's some rumours that during the war he'd had trade with men in Soho. I didn't know he was a builder. Anyway, I asked my Larry's brother and his friend if they're theatrical. And his friend pipes up with, us pet, we're Oma Paloma. I think they had an Italian for dinner in more ways than one. A threesome. Oh man, threesome. You know, that kind of stuff, disgusting. Disgusting. And alright. What a Polara! Anyway, just let your son be. I know we could get away with a heck of a lot in the 1940s, yeah. My friend Joan reckons she saw Mr. Hitler in the Woolworths. Turns out it was just a greengrocer who was fascist with the fava beans. Joan was like, oh, look at him. Look at him throwing away those vegetables. He's racist, he is. I was like, he's not racist. He's not racist, he's throwing away old vegetables. Ageist. Joan was very equal opportunities. She was very equal opportunities. Except in regards to that Mr. Hitler. He was, yeah, there was no mercy with him. This reminds me also, when she thought the radio player wore the words were real. When I told her it wasn't, she was like, I know it's real. I know it's real. Because that Orson Welles looks like an alien. I was like, he's an actor, bug eyes, he's not an alien. But she weren't having it. She was like, next you'll be telling me that Peter Lorre one. I couldn't disagree with her. He does sort of look like an alien. He did in a way, yeah. He did in a way. Now, next one is from a lady called Mrs. Balcom, and she says, Dear Madge, how can I not be tempted by single men? I understand your concern about a man about things can get a little bit moist. You need to air them flaps out, you know what I mean? Yeah, open them curtains, you know. Open them. In the 40s, we had a couple of GIs over. They were very, 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 very healthy. Looked like they worked hard. Very sweaty. Slightly tan. Anyway, I hope that helped you out. You got in your little flick the bean bank. Flick the bean checkbook. I finally got an interesting question from Simon who says, Dear Madge, me and Moses would love to go to the picture house. However, we cannot find a babysitter. We're out of wit's end. Can you please help us? Well, I understand your concern. Everything has to be above board nowadays. When my kiddies were younger, everyone left their children with a local idiot boy. The one in our area was called Michael. Thank you, David. That was a different thing. Everyone in our area was called Michael. Oh, and it was not terribly religious she was. We called them child fanciers. Anyway, I think I'm done now as Madge. Hope you enjoyed that. And I'll hand you back to the main chunk, which is favourite Becca Turner. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hope you're doing alright so far. You're alright. Hello, hello. Hello, hi, I'm Rebecca. How you doing? Are you enjoying the show so far? Sorry if I ignore the comments. How you doing? You're good, yeah. Thank you for coming to my work in progress show. I know seeing this are coming up. Don't worry, don't be scared. Okay. I don't have love handles. I have shag rails. Now, do any ladies do this thing when they're alone at home, looking in a mirror, almost naked? Almost. Oh yeah, one viewer, yeah. Is it me, maybe? Almost. And then you have your pants normally, and then you pull them up like this. And then in your loudest and proudest of voices, you loudly proclaim, Look! I'm wearing 1990s bikini underwear. Just me! My awkwardness is like giving a cow a bottle of their own milk and saying, Hey, Mr. Cow, why don't you try your own produce? What's it taste like? First I was afraid. I was pasteurised. I didn't realise all the mysteries cottage cheese could hide. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Hi, Mark. Thank you. What the fuck? A quick disclaimer, I like to think of myself as an audience fuckboy. If you interrupt or heckle me, I'll just ghost you. I'll heckle back 3 months later at 3 AM in the morning with, Kay, sup babe, kiss, kiss. And I think one of the reasons I still have low self-esteem stems from the fact that I have PCOS, which basically means my fanny don't flow right. It's gross, I know, but it's true. It's also called polycystic ovary syndrome, or as I like to call it, Picasso's rose period. A main symptom of this is hair issues, and as you can gather, I'm a very hairy lady. Can I please get a confirmation, please, sir? I know this is for a live show, just go with it. Shuffle it! Shuffle it! Put it back in the pack. Is it the 8 of Hearts? Magic trick. This combined with flat feet earned me the nickname at school of Caveman. So rude! It's actually Cave Woman. Oh. This led me to think about what emo dinosaurs would be like. I feel most sorry for the T-Rex because he can't wipe his huge emo fringe out of his eyes. Like, I also have dyspraxia, which means that my balance and my depth perception is really poor. which was really irritating when I was younger, as it meant that I couldn't ride bicycles or scooters or people. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm conflicted with body positivity. I'm all for these girls being proud of the curves and the hair, but all I have is the memory of a boy in year 7 at secondary school shouting out to me, "Hi mate, you've got bigger thigh bones than my dad." Thanks. Have I got toxic masculinity like your dad? Are your dad's sideburns this small or this small? I think some of the most annoying people are posh drunk middle-aged couples on trains. This particular couple, the wife had caught her husband flirting with someone at a party. And so she started egging him on with the phrase, "Just message her. Just message her. You know you want to." And then the wife shouts out at the top of her lungs in a very full train carriage and full earshot of everyone, "Why don't you just take me to the toilet and fuck my brains out?" Who's drinking tonight? Our audience? Oh, I'm such a lightweight that a while ago on my birthday I got a bit tipsy, and upon leaving a restaurant I tripped over and sprained my ankle. And in my drunken shock and pain I shouted out, "I need a poo!" Also, rather embarrassingly, I once peed on myself in front of a church. In my defence, they gained a relic. The shroud of urine. Boop, 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 boop. Damn, what? And, I think everyone has phobias. For example, spiders, clowns, existential fear of dread itself. The one person who could solve all this? Sheila from Call the Midwife. Who's heard of her? Woo. Even if it's just half of you, I'm still going to do this impression. Here's 4 examples of how she could sort all this rubbish out. Alright, check my notes at the same time. Looking good. Oh no! I burnt some toast! Oh no! What a commotion! I'll have to get Dr. Turner involved. Oh no! I stubbed my knee. Oh no! What a commotion! But at least it's not tuberculosis. Tuberculosis. Number 3. Oh no! I'm pregnant and unmarried in 1950s East End of London. Heart! Thank you. That was very blurred. Thank you for that. I read somewhere that if you peel wrappers off of bottles, you're sexually frustrated. I'm so socially frustrated that I peel the toilet roll off its tube. And I know I'm not great to get to know intimately, but I hate twatty phrases like, "Oh, she's so emotionally unbalanced." Well, you're a beast! I'm not very good at reading the room. If my social skills are so poor that they're at key stage 2. I'm also I always overshare. I just share too much personal information. I mean, what toddler hasn't accidentally locked their mum out on a balcony and then laughed at her whilst eating yoghurt with their fingers out the fridge? I'm worried that people are only friends with me because I make really good homemade pizza. I know. I know. Yeah. I'm always scared I'll say the wrong thing in social situations, you know. I always track the wrong ends in society. For example, one time when a creepy older man made me feel uncomfortable by continually buying me Diet Cokes and sugar-free sweets at a cafe. I think I have an artificial sweetener daddy now. Okay. Yeah, I know. I often find myself in embarrassing social situations, like when you get toothpaste mouth, when you have toilet paper stuck to your shoe, when you make a joke on stage comparing micro penises to microbreweries, only to find out it's an actual medical condition. If I was a doctor, I'd call it Polly Pocket Penis. Oh, you Polly Pocket Penis, Polly Pocket Penis, I love you, Polly Pocket Penis, my fine full-skinned friend. I know. I also find myself in embarrassing food situations. For example, a while ago, I decided to get myself a cheese twist as a treat. But when I got to said Sainsbury's, I saw that the supermarket was empty and the bread baskets were empty. And so, to my annoyance, I decided to swear at said empty bread baskets like... 20 seconds later, I hear, cheese twists are ready in 5 minutes. I'm sorry. I didn't know there was a baker behind the bread baskets. I felt so embarrassed. Like Game of Scones. I just needed a food miracle. Like the 1990s Britpop parable of Noah's Ark. Ah, the eagles, so many dough balls, and they go 2 by 2, 2 by 2 through the ark life. I see a lot of older white bread generations disapproving of younger ones. Okay, bloomer, you know. I see a lot of people with man buns and I think they're weird. And they're silly. And they taste foul. I hate sexy cocktails like, oh, can I have a sex on the beach? You know what I fancy? You know what I could go for? An STD daiquiri. I see a lot of... Also, I cannot stomach French tarts. I can't. Particularly Joan of Arc. A terrible house guest. Invite her to a barbecue. All she does is just... burn all the steak. Just burn all the steak. Just burn it. No, burn all the steak. Burn it. Oh. Talking about terrible dinner party guests. What about terrible dinner party hosts? For example, when you're at a mate's house and it comes to pudding time, but they serve up a partly defrosted Marks and Spencer's vanilla cheesecake with a mixed summer fruit sauce. You know what, Janet? If your cheesecake was a vampire, it would be Frostferatu. Because the only way to eat it is to get a silver spoon and stab it into the lifeless, soulless, frozen biscuit base whilst loudly proclaiming, "Why won't you die, 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 Frost? Yes, I want another dessert." Don't piss off a foodie. Oh, oh my God, I know. I know. I often find myself in daunting situations in my day jobs. The weirdest one I had was teaching life drawing to hen parties. It's basically a group of drunk women perving and ogling a nude man. This man is less Magic Mike, more mediocre Mark. Basically, if your dad had an OnlyFans. The worst group I taught was 25 women dressed as mermaids and one seaman. Why? He was actually dressed as a merman, but that's not as funny, so ooh. And in these groups, here are some of the free... You're right, Mark. Oi, oi. Hey. You're right. You're the nude man there drawing, Mark. Hey. Thank you for joining in. And here are some of the worst drunk women in these groups. Number 1, loudmouth Liz. I'm 50 and now we're more girls and I'm ready to get some dick. Oh my God, Carol, I know not everyone can afford a hen pie in Las Vegas. I understand that, darling. I understand that. Oh my God, don't look over there. Hi. I'm mediocre. I'm sorry, Mark. He's mediocre. Look at him. Anyway, so, look over there. Oh my God. It's no for Susie. Ignore her. She's always up her own arse. Ignore. Of course, I'm not my own arse, but Susie is alright. So, I'm classically art trained. I use my own charcoals, if that's alright, charcoal. And I judged the Turner Prize in 1997, you know, the whole Britpop movement. You know, guilty, I ignore the greats like Tracy Eminem, you know, Damon Hirst, Heathcote. But if I have to draw the phallus, it will be veins and all. You know, I'm on a sea plate dart. I see a plate and I don't have anything to eat. So, oh my God. Okay, look at, oh God, watch out for her. Like, she's been drinking all day. She's been day drinking. It's on the lash tash. So, for lunch, I had a Bloody Mary, and that's veggies. And then I had a pina colada, and that's fruits. And then I had a slippery nipple because I vomited on my tit at the brunch. In my current day job, I work in a gallery making sure that people don't touch stuff. But sometimes when I'm feeling shy or awkward, I will curtsy to people as they enter the space, like... One time, this highly religious person comes in and says, "I can see why you bow to me. You saw I was descended from royalty. He was the king of kings. Elvis. No, I'll give you a clue. He died on the cross for our sins. Santa." And then you get those smug type who, when you tell them not to touch stuff, they're like, "Hey, don't worry, we've been on a gallery before, so we know what to do." And then they touch stuff! I'm just frustrated with people constantly fingering my Botticelli. And then he'd get this self-proclaimed expert, like a critical Highsmith bouquet from Keeping Up Appearances. Impressionist! He has poor eyesight! The woman's not cubist, Richard! She's just big boned! Avert your eyes, Richard! You could see her cubist cleanse! I was going to use him one day Minge because he enjoyed petting bushes. Oh well.
Well, that was interesting. Right. Let's get back to hearing Rebecca and her...
Ignore that.
Please welcome, with clapping arms, the nation's sweetheart from Clapham to Chicago. Your very own wonderful silent film, Sally!
Fire! It works better on a live stage, this part.
Well, that was interesting. Right. Let's get back to hearing Rebecca and her stand-up. I think she's going to be talking about pop culture next. Enjoy!
Oh, what was that? As I said, it works better on stage, that part of it. I know. It should be one of those things where like, oh, Rebecca, you should have really, got off your ass. And I should do a proper version of that bit. But I haven't. I don't have a green screen properly. Sorry. Anyway, I really miss those early morning kids TV channels, CBBC, CITV, Babe Station. I don't really miss those early morning kids TV shows and their birthday card mentions. For example, this is for Tom, lots of love, Mummy. Lots of love, Spot the dog. And lots of love, Daddy, who would love you to move out of the basement now, as you're such a big boy. Even Peppa Pig isn't the same anymore. Mummy, why is Peppa Pig not on TV anymore? Well, darling, you could say that to within my tummy. What, are you pregnant, Mummy? No. Daddy won't put it in me anymore. Not after the toaster accident. His penis came out ripped. Well, I Play-Doh, Mummy. No! Like a fucking panini. Is that why Daddy's like an upper crust? Because I've only ever seen him at the train station. No, I do love pop culture, honestly I do. I'm going to say something really controversial. Thank you, Mark, for continually watching. You don't have to. I want to spread the love everywhere. I know what. I'm going to say something really controversial, but I hate the musical Frozen. Hate it. Elsa! Elsa! Do you want to build a snowman? No. Not unless they pronounce your name right. It's Anna, not Anna! Anna! It's all some bloody Americanized version that makes it obvious that half the cast are from the musical Wicked. Popular! I wanna be popular! Set it in Norway, not Broadway. La 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 la. Who's heard of The Sound of Music? And there's that song, 16 going on 17. Well, I find it highly inappropriate. I think it should have gone something more like this. I am 16, going on 17. I shouldn't really be going out with a stormtrooping Nazi. How does she not know? He wore his uniform when he broke up with her. Fuck's sake, Lisa. Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake, Lisa. 10 times worse later on in the film. Mr. Baron von First Trap. That's one water bottle making that. Not the mice on pink. Oh, hey. Not imagining them. No, America has shit tons of blockbusters, but you know what? I would love to see a northern Star Wars bear with. Lightsaber. Luke! Luke! What? No, Luke! It's Darth Vader! Darth Vader can fuck off, I ain't doing now! Hey Luke, come and fight us, it's Darth Vader, your father. No, fuck off, you ain't me dad, I ain't doing now! Then you get to meet Luke's friends, for example, this is Princess Leia. Like all of that. Because guys like to lay hair. Hey, Sadoff checker. Sadoff, you know. Then we've got R2-D2. Bleep bloop. Them biscuit barrels, am I right? Sorry, he's from Bolton. Sorry. Finally, Chewbacca. No, you're thinking, oh, boring. Well, it's actually Chewbacca as played by Sheridan Smith, so... Ew! Ew! I'm the nation's sweetheart! From there, I got a bit obsessed. I wanted to do a crossover between Star Wars and 1990s Northern Brit flicks. Here's what I mean. Hear me out. It's a colliery brass band playing the Imperial March, led like Pete Postlethwaite. So it's like this. Admittedly, I would like to do an impression of Peggy / Sue Pollard from Heidi High auditioning for The Godfather. It's called method acting. I don't expect everyone to understand. I can't say anything. Please, Mr. Godfather, I want to be part of your drug cartel. I want to be a yellow coat. I want to make you an offer you can't refuse. Please, Mr. Godfather. Thank you. Mm-hmm. I feel that female comedians try and avoid pushing the envelope with their storytelling. For example, Sleeping Beauty, sleeping for 100 years. Guess who's waiting for? Time Team. I'm obsessed with that TV show, Time Team. I love it when Tony Robinson, the good one, not the bad one, show tells you about the trench updates during and after each interval break. So first of all, we have Trench 1, Trench 2, and then we have No Man's Land and Trench Foods. But fear not, for I have a very cunning plan. Next up, we have Michaela and Geofizz, who are surveying the land in the hopes that they'll be digging a find up. And finally, Mr. Kink Master himself, Phil. Tony, yeah? You know those ancient burial mounds in Trench 4? They look like, you know... '70s policemen helmets. I'm obsessed with that film, The Dig from Netflix. Anyone else? Yeah. I just love the themes about it. You know, men versus women, poor versus working class, the drainage in the lower field. They had a content warning at the start of the film that said there might be scenes of a sexual nature. No. All there was two archaeologists shagging in a castle ruins. That's biology, not archaeology. I mean, what's the archaeology foreplay like? Oi oi, I'm feeling rather Anglo-Saxy. Oi.
Please welcome to the stage the ancient Egyptian Australian pharaoh of the Dunny, Ramesses III.
You're right, guys. I'm Ramesses III. But you can call me Ramo. Hi. It's such an honour to be invited to your town. I live near the Nile, and you will not believe how many Anubis beaches there are. So many women with their niffy titties out. No. I am the god of down under. No one can fucking dispute that. You like my hat? Thank you. Who here's heard of Tutankhamun? Fuck, he's ugly. Tutankhamun is so ugly. They mummified him face first. Tutankhamun is so ugly. He turned Medusa into stone. Fuck off, same era. Oh, I can tell you about some of the gods and goddesses on the local ancient Egyptian Australian comedy circuit. Is that alright? Thank you. Thank you. Number 1, Ra, god of the sun. I personally think he's overrated. All you hear is radio this, radio that, radio rah rah, radio gaga. Next up you have Set, god of the storm, evil and jellies. Finally, Anubis, also called the Avenger. I like to think of him as Avengers Assembled. Because his body parts are made up from a dead falcon. Actually, I'm annoyed with all these archaeologists getting sexually intimate with my mummy. It's like, Jesus, guys, go get a tomb. PDA, public displays of archaeology. And a doctor, I went to a doctor's recently. Doctor, I'm walking like an Egyptian. Remember Susie came in the other week for an STD check. This isn't a laughing matter. No bloody use, you know. Trying to make a bloody joke. Anyway, oh thank God. Cleopatra is so hot, I'd reach out so hard with my viper wolf. You have a dirty mind. You're terrible, Muriel. You're terrible. Anyway, who wants to play a game before I fuck off? Yeah. Let's go and play a game. Oh, fuck. I fucking drop. It's because I'm fat at the moment. It's alright, I'm sweetie. New material, new. Anyway, how you doing? Hope you've been enjoying the show. You know, if you enjoyed it, I'm not sure about the audience at the moment, but if you enjoyed it, why not donate to my PayPal? I need it for festivals. Just saying it's in the chat. I'm going to play a hieroglyphics game. Okay, first one. How's your evening? We're done soon, so if you didn't like the show and you thought it's too weird, tough tits, I'm gone soon. Don't worry about it, alright. Alright. What's this, guys? What's this? Please? Yes, an eye. Well done. That was quite an easy one, wasn't it? Yes. Gonna do the next one for you. So, how you doing? Having a good night? Yeah. Mate, no, not been too many a plague thickening. No, there's been one at the moment that's a bit nasty. And do you like my hat? Thank you. It's hot glue gun, and I'm a very creative god of the down under. I hope you liked my Muriel's wedding joke. I loved it. Anyway, what's these? These are a bit harder. Can you guess? No, they're not baked bread, not loaves of bread or igloos. No, not that. Can you guess? The wheat baskets. Well done. Final one. This one's a bit harder. A bit trickier to understand. I hope you're having a good night. Not too bad, eh? Not too bad. Almost done. And I actually got rid of little bits of jokes just because I know I've only got 15 minutes to go. If you want to see the bloopers, I might chat afterwards. Final one. This one's a bit trickier, you know, a little bit harder to get. That's a clue, you know. Alright, what's this, guys? What is this? No, don't be a dickhead. What is this? What is it? I guess, no. This is much better with an actual audience. What is it? No, don't be cheeky, no. It's a field mouse. Alright, it's a field mouse, alright. Oh, just 2 minutes under, fuck you. Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed my show. Almost dropped out of character there. Thank you for enjoying my kind of not perfect work in progress. It should be better soon. Want to get more practice in. If you enjoyed it. Also, can I remind if any of your audiences are watching now or not live that I do encourage people. The show was free. Was I going to knock that? Anyway, the show was free to watch however you can tonight, and it goes towards my funds for getting festivals sorted because they cost money, particularly the London ones. If you can't afford anything, anything to my PayPal, it's fine. Just spread the message of my other shows on this page, on my page, Facebook page about Rebecca Turner Comedy, or my Instagram and Twitter, which are both at Bex Turner Comedy. All on my Facebook page, right? Don't worry, I won't post all my social tags after 10 PM. If I do, my ankle gets shocked and the police get notified. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this show. I hope you had a good evening, and I'll leave you and good night. Alright, I'll leave this video up for a bit longer. And I'll have more details on my page, but please donate if you're watching. Mark, you do not have to. Thank you for watching my chaotic show. I hope you had a lovely evening. Thank you. Some comments. One like. Cool. Share. Thank you. Goodbye. See you soon.